I keep my truck in storage now because we got the little one, and it's just easier for my wife to get in and out of the garage. And I knew if I kept my truck there and she always had to squeeze by it and try and get the fucking stroller and all that shit, you know what's going to happen. Eventually, she's going to be like, I don't know, what do we need 3 cars for? And eventually she's going to make me sell it. So I did a preemptive strike, and I immediately put it in fucking storage before she could bitch about it. So I had it over the last fucking 5 days. Loving it. So I just switch out. All right? I put Jackie in storage, and I take out the old girl, right? And I drove her for 5 fucking days, and of course the battery died because I forgot to unhook the terminals there. Had to get a jump down at the Comedy Store. Anyway, so I'm going to return the car today. And it's the day before I go on the road. So we have a rule in my house. In my house, there is a rule. Basically, the day before I go on the road, it's family day. I hang out, I make breakfast. I made some fucking meatballs. I cook the goddamn chicken. I make sure that she's got food in the fridge. I'm a hell of a guy. So I make sure she's going to be all right, right? So I go, all right, I got to return my truck. She's like, when are you going to be back? I'm like, I'm going to be back soon. All right? So I get in the truck, and I do what I always do. I drive down I got to move I got to move her car. I become like a valet because I have the shittiest driveway ever, right? So I'm fucking driving up the street, and as always, big stupid grin on my face. It's my favorite thing ever. It's 3 on the tree. It's so much fun to drive. And whenever I get a little bit of space out here, I just get to fucking run through all 3 gears. That's all I want to do. Every time I do, I get right when the second I get it into 3rd gear, I always have the window down. Even though I put some AC in there, I never fucking use. I didn't use it for so long. I turned it on, and all this white shit came out, and I breathed it in, and probably took fucking 9 years off my life. Anytime I get it up into 3rd gear and I'm cruising down the street, I always do the same thing. I always go, woo! Every time. I never did that once in 9 years of owning my Prius, ever. It's the greatest sound in the fucking world. It's the sound of a big fucking American engine, making it great, running through the fucking gears, loud pipes. It's the greatest fucking sound ever. And every time I get through, woo, I go up the street, right? So I'm having a great time. I'm driving down the street. I got the AM radio on. I usually listen to Keyshawn Johnson's fucking sports show, but, it's the weekend, so it wasn't on. And anyways, I get on to, I get onto the fucking highway, and of course I'm cruising along, and right before I get to my exit, it is just like this traffic from fucking, it's like 5 p.m. traffic if a fucking truck jackknifed. It is just, of course, my exit. And I told the people I'd be over there by noon, so I'm starting to feel stressed. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I try to make a fucking, a Boston move here, right? Even though I'm from the suburbs. A Massachusetts move. I'm going to go around all this shit, act like I'm going to drive by, and then I'm going to fucking cut in. And I don't know what the fuck was going on. I couldn't see any accidents, so I'm trying to go from one highway to another. So I know what I'll do. I'll just fucking, rather than go east like I want to, I'll just get on the west side. I'll take the highway west, go down one exit, and then I'll curl back around because I can see on the overpass there's no fucking traffic. I don't know whether there was this offshoot to the on-ramp, right, that everyone was going down. I don't know what Paul Simon was doing a free concert or some shit. That was the level of traffic. So I say, fuck it. I get out of the traffic, I drive down, get it up to 3rd gear, woo, right? I fucking go west to turn one fucking block, one exit up and then come back around. And as I fucking go there, all of a sudden, there's all this other traffic going the other direction. And this is the first time since I started meditating that I had an absolute meltdown. I literally screamed as loud as I possibly could, fuck you, LA. Every fucking cocksucking motherfucking cunt fucking every word you could possibly think. And then I'm fucking just stuck in even worse traffic going the other way to go one fucking exit, up to come back around. And all I'm thinking is where the fuck I would be if I just took the pain to begin with and just stayed in that traffic jam. I'd be creeping forward and whatever. Why didn't I just call the place and say I was going to be a little late? Oh, you know what, Bill? Because that would have been the chill thing to do, right? I didn't. So it turns out, I look up, I'm like, what the, this is like, it's Saturday at noon. How is there 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday traffic? I am like literally beside myself. Just saying every curse I possibly can. And I look up and there's 2 little flashers going on, and it's tow truck flashers, right? And I'm like, oh, here we go. This is all rubbernecking. And on the other side of the road, it's fucking going, you know, like gangbusters. Everybody's cruising by. That's where I want to be. It's right fucking there, right? And I can't get to it. So I'm like, you fucking rubbernecking piece. This is what's something me changing a tire. It's going to be a fender bender, and I'm losing my shit. Now, if I was a fucking dictator, I would deliberately have a car on the side of the road changing a tire. Whoever slowed down and looked at it would be eliminated, would be removed from society, fed to the fucking pigs, whatever the hell, whatever that fat fucking North Korea does to his goddamn relatives, feeds them to dogs. That's what I would do. I was so fucking mad. I was like, you know, that fat fucking North Korea, he's actually making sense to me. You know? So I get all the way up. I should be careful, man. He might send somebody over here to mist me. Like he did to his other, you know, he set up those 2 fucking whores over there, right? To take out his fucking stepbrother. So anyways, I get all the way up to the traffic jam. And of course, it's a little fender bender. There's people standing there. There's nothing going on. But I'm finally going to get past it. Finally going to get off the exit, come around, and fucking run through the gears and fucking go down the other side. And what do I see on the other side of the road? Where it was all nice and clear? Now there's major traffic because the dumb cunts on the other side of the highway are slowing down to look at the shit on my side of the highway. So now I got to sit through it fucking twice. And something told me, don't get off at the first exit, Bill. Everybody has this idea. Go to the second exit, and you know, and then come back. And guess what I did? I ignored that instinct. Got off the first one. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking dead stop traffic. And the only way to get back on the highway is I got to make this illegal U-turn. And I don't give a fuck. I'm making it. And I'm just sitting there, cocksucking motherfucking dictator, fucking cut all their fucking heads off. And I'm getting ready to make my illegal U-turn. And I just happen to look in my rear view mirror. And guess what's 2 cars behind me? A fucking cop. I'm like, what are the fucking odds? Now I got to go straight. I said, fuck this. So I get in the right lane. And I just cruise up. And I get out of his sight. I finally fucking turn around. I finally got into a good lane, and I came back, and then I got back under traffic again, looked at the same people, looking at the same accident. There was nothing going on. And then I fucking finally was able to continue on. And of course I made the call. There was no problem. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody yelled at me. It was fine. I completely lost my shit, and I'm in bed. I got so fucking mad that when I saw the people on the other side of the road rubbernecking, I gave them the finger. And I was all the way to the right, getting off the highway, and I gave all of them. I mean, do you realize how immature that is? I mean, I was just like, have you ever been embarrassed about yourself, by yourself? Like, I actually hit that level, because like I stuck my whole fucking arm out the window, giving him the finger. The person behind me could see it, be like, who's this guy giving the finger to? You know, I'm basically saying it wasn't one of my best moments.